Hi everyone, I'm Brianna and welcome to Roll Initiative. Today I'm going to be talking about a few different ideas for puzzles that I had that I thought were pretty cool and wanted to share. So, let's get started. So, my first puzzle idea was one about balance. Your players walk into a room and there's a big locked door. Above the door it says, "There can be no light without darkness." There's two levers, pressure plates, or some sort of trigger in the room. It could even be some sort of brazier that doesn't have fire in it, and there's two of them. And one is labeled dark, the other light. And the correct way to open the doors would be to light both braziers, pull both levers, or put pressure on both plates. That will activate both light and darkness, opening the door. Whereas if you only do the darkness, then the room will fill with a magical darkness, blinding the party. And if you choose light, then the room will get so bright that the party will be blinded. And if you wanted to add more stakes to this, then maybe something can come alive and attack them when they're blinded. But when your party stop whatever trigger they used, or start the other one as well, then the light will go back to normal. But if they do start both triggers, then the door will open. And if you do have something attacking your players while they're blinded, then I would probably have it disappear or go away when the room returns to normal light, whether they solve the puzzle or not. This next puzzle is a bit different, and as your party go through whatever dungeon or wherever they are when they find this puzzle, then they can find stones or gemstones. They can find three of them: a green one that says courage, a red one that says power, and a blue one that says intelligence. Later in the dungeon or wherever your party are, they can find three giant stone statues, one of a wolf, one of a bear, and one of a raven. At the base in the pedestal of each of these statues is a slot that will fit the gems. So your players then have to figure out which gem would go in which pedestal. If they choose wrong, then the statues can come to life and attack them. If they get it right, then the door will open. Though the correct order would be wolf with courage, bear with power, and raven with intelligence. Though you could probably make this puzzle a little more difficult with different animals, or even different virtues. So this next puzzle is a bit of an elements puzzle, and for this you have four different pedestals in a room. The door is locked, and there's a goblet on each pedestal. Each of the goblets will have a different symbol or gemstone representing an element. You can choose whatever elements that you like for this puzzle, so long as they work. To solve this, your party then has to put something of each element into the goblets. So for my example, I'm going to be using fire, earth, water, and life. Life specifically because air is already in the goblet, so yeah. And for earth, if your party don't have any on them, then they'll probably be able to find it in the room, whether they even have to break through the floor to get to the earth beneath. For water, if any of your party have a water skin, they can just pour some in. Fire, if they have any sort of flammable object, they could even stick a lit torch in there so long as it stays long enough to complete the challenge. And as for life, they have to put something living in there, whether they have a plant or some sort of small pet, or technically they could just put their hand in the goblet because technically they are living, assuming they are. Then the door would open. But there we go, that's the end of this video, and thank you so much for watching. And if you liked the video, then I would be so grateful if you'd consider giving it a like, or maybe even subscribing to my channel. And if you have any favorite puzzles, then I'm always looking for more good puzzles, and I would be really grateful if you'd consider telling me about them in the comments. But as always, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.